room suddenly grew very cold, as if someone had turned on the AC at full blast. All the hairs on my arms stood up, and my scalp felt tingly. Something was not right, but I didn't know what. The frigid air continued to fill the room, and I was drowning in the freezing, invisible mass. I dashed out into the hallway to get away from the cold. As soon as I had stepped out into the corridor, the doors to each room started closing by themselves with great force. It was as if someone was slamming them closed from the inside. I nearly tumbled down the stairs as I headed for the ground floor. I rushed to the front door and frantically turned the key to unlock it. But no matter which direction I turned the key, I couldn't unbolt the lock. I banged on the door out of frustration and yanked on the doorknob. The door and knob remained unfazed and unyielding. I noticed that the doorknob had grown noticeably warmer. I initially thought that it was due to the afternoon sun baking on the front door. But when the knob grew so hot that it nearly scorched my palm, I knew something strange was happening. In horror, I watched the doorknob glowed red and begin to melt. My legs began to wobble, and I felt a tightness in my chest. I sprinted to the back door. I had to find a way out of the house. When I grabbed the knob to open the door, it refused to turn. I snatched Sam's Swiss Army knife off the counter and began to work on the screws. It was impossible to steady my trembling fingers to try to get the knife tip into the screw head. When I was finally able to manage the task, the screws would only turn in their holes without coming loose. The back door, like the front, would not open. I was trapped. My breath became rapid, and my heart thumped harder in my chest. I began to hyperventilate. Out of desperation, I grabbed a nearby chair and hurled it against the kitchen window. The window cracked, but it didn't shatter. I picked up the chair once more and threw it at the window again. This time, the window shattered outward. I hoisted myself up onto the counter and was knocking out the rest of the glass from the window frame when I heard the key turn at the front door. Sam's back, I thought with relief. I clutched my chest, wheezing and puffing. I repeated to myself again and again that Sam was here and everything would be all right. I dragged myself down from the counter and stumbled toward the front door as it flew open with a thunderous bang. I came to a halt in the foyer when I saw two male figures standing at the entryway, and neither one of them was Sam.